I'm heading back out, and I've got my eye on the Park Royal Orlando Hotel. I've done some digging, and here's the quick scoop on this place. First, let's get the facts on the property at 1500 North Thacker Avenue. This is not a new hotel. The building was originally constructed back in 1973. It was recently rebranded and was most recently known as the Satisfaction Orlando Resort. It now operates as a 3-star resort with about 192 rooms. The Google ratings sit at about a moderate 3.7 star rating out of 5. And here is the key to understanding that score. Let's go over the pros and cons. Starting with the pros. The number one strength is exceptional value for the money. Guests consistently feel the price is very budget friendly, making it ideal for large families. Second, the staff is highly praised. Reviewers frequently commend the front desk and service staff for being genuinely friendly and accommodating. And finally, the location is central to local life. You're in the heart of Kissimmee, with easy walkable access to numerous local shops and restaurants. Now for the cons. First, the biggest complaint by far is the poor bed comfort. Many guests report that the mattresses are old, saggy, or you could just feel the springs. Second, inconsistent cleanliness and maintenance is a big drawback, with mentions of stains and wear and tear. Third, the location also is a drawback for the parks. It means a significant daily commute to Disney or Universal. Finally, expect significant noise. This comes from the busy road right outside, and also the loud old air conditioning units. The real test starts right now. I'm going to check this place out right now to see it for myself and see if that friendly staff can overcome the old mattresses and find out if that 3.7 star rating holds true. Alright, we are here at the Royal Park Orlando. Here in Kissimmee? Room 204. Let's go ahead and get started. C204, Building C, Room 204. Let's open this one up. Welcome. Why you gotta be so rude? Dark room? Light switch doesn't work? I do this way too many times. I think I see a lamp right here, so let's go ahead and now I just need to find the switch. It's time to turn on my phone light. Okay, here we are. We're gonna do this room apparently with my my phone light. Is it down here? What? There must be another lamp somewhere. This is crazy. Well, let's turn on the bathroom light at least. Okay, so we got some light in here apparently. Here we are at the Royal Park Orlando, deep in Kissimmee, Florida. I wonder if they name it for marketing purposes, maybe just because of the location, and I will get to that tomorrow because there's a lot I want to talk about. At first glance, it looks like appears to be a very clean room. It smells okay. It smells good. The only issue is I can't find a light in this room. Like, I do have the bathroom lights on. There only seems to be one lamp, and that lamp is over here in the corner. There's no central location. There's no lights in the middle, in the center. There's no lights over here in the front. There's no lights in the ceiling. It's just this one lamp that's tucked over here in the corner on top of the chair that you see. So I'm going to see if I can get this one going at least just so I can have better lighting. And what is this thing? Does this have to do anything? Oh, really? Okay, so it's one of these little... Oh my gosh, I've never seen this before. So that's how you turn it on. So I wonder if this, you can activate, switch on and switch off from here. No, this really does nothing for you. We actually have the lamp on, which provides little to no lighting. Really doesn't do much to the entire room itself. If I turn this off, let me go ahead and turn this off and give you an idea of how dim this room is. This is it. It lights the corner up. I mean, you might be able to move the lamp over just to give you better lighting, more central located. But in my opinion, I think this needs at least one more lamp right here in the nightstand. Just one more lamp. That's it. That's all I need. I'm going to start with this massive AC unit. It is working, I think. It's set at 69 degrees. Filters appear to be pretty clean. And another thing I noticed about this room is this door looks like it's not closed, but it really is closed. Look how much this is protruding out. I mean, it's not even, like, you don't have enough space to even get this. Okay, yeah, you do. And this is not even, look how loose this handle is. The room itself, like I said, the lighting is not great. That corner especially is lacking in lighting. You can always turn the bathroom lights on, I guess. Not ideal, but it is what it is. So here is a nice little sitting chair in the corner. This is probably the best area you're going to get lighting in the entire room. So if you do want to read a book or something, this is going to be the place to do it. I'm going to get to the beds later. I don't even know what to think of this. This is like a fever dream photo. You have elephants walking on the roller coaster tracks that are completely sideways. This roller coaster, it looks like it's going around the mountain. And then you have this elephant that's being carried by a hot air balloon. But everything is just so wacky. I don't know. I think somebody was on something when they painted this photo. And then let's go ahead and move on to our little tiny miniature microwave. And we do have a small fridge. So everything appears to be pretty clean so far. So if you look down, you do have a small trash can. A nice sized TV that's wall mounted. This is the only little cabinet space you do have. I mean, it's okay. It's not great, but you know, I think for the price, if you're staying here for only a day or two, then it's probably not going to be that much of an issue. And we do have a little coffee and an additional sitting area, which is quite nice to actually have a secondary area. There is a small coffee maker here, and you do have an ice box. Here are a couple of sugars. There are some cups over here that comes with it. And these retro looking chairs. Look at this thing, man. I think that's orange or red, burnt orange. I can't tell because I don't have proper lighting. Here is another fever dream painting. I don't know what possessed them to get these pictures and hang up. I don't know. This is probably something I don't want to be staring at first thing in the morning. Was the purpose for them to get you ready for the parks? You may have to go on something before you go to the parks if you want to get this result. A nice huge mirror awkwardly on this, mounted on this wall. I don't see that too often. Usually the mirrors are going to be over here in the entrance. It's going to be one of those like long full length size mirrors. All right, so now that we actually finished our room, it's very standard. It's not going to be anything that's going to blow your mind away. Oh, by the way, here is another unique feature is this window only takes up half the wall. In these very old style properties, the window typically takes up the entire space, if not 80% of it. For me to see only half of it taken up, it's a unique feature I don't see too often. Let's go ahead and carry on to the bathroom area. First thing I'm going to do is turn on these vanity lights. Nice and stylish. Not really, but they're decent. And here we got some tissue paper. Got the same old Eco Botanic white tea and honey, conditioner, lotion, and shampoo. The same standard chamomile with honey body bar. We do have some makeup remover. That is different. Don't see that too often. I will never use it. And we have some nicely folded towels on the corner here. Also, we have some additional towels here on the rack. Here is our sink area, the basin. This seems a little loose. It looks like a nice area. I don't see the metal sinks too often. This is actually a first. This countertop is a very dark brown. Not my favorite. Are these? Oh, well, these need handles. There we go. So you have your hair dryer there. There's a hair dryer. You gotta open it from the bottom. Carry on to the closet space. Once again, it is separated with this door here, which is not ideal. I don't like the idea of a door opening right into your sink. And this is a very extremely narrow closet space, and I do not see a safe often mounted on the wall like this. Got some plastic coat hangers. We do have a ironing, very small ironing board, and here's our iron. Like I said, this is extremely narrow. Look at this. How are you gonna even reach? You won't even be able to hang anything over here. And then you try to hang stuff right here, you got a safe right underneath. So really, you just have this much space to really hang stuff. Realistically, we're talking maybe about a foot of space to hang your clothes. That's about it. On to the bathroom. So we have this ugly looking light. Let's go ahead and turn the light on. And the actual switch is out here, by the way. Look at this bathroom. It looks very clean. One thing I do have to give props to this hotel is the fact that everything seems like it's well kept and maintenance and cleaned by the staff wonderfully. I do not see, I'm even looking at the corners, the caulking. I don't see any mildew or mold. The tub looks a little dated, but it's actually pretty clean. That actually looks like my tub almost. And here is a used towel. Was that left over behind by the housekeeping, the staff? We have 2 fresh toilet paper rolls and 2 massive towels. Actually, I think they have 4. Yeah, this is 4. Bath mat, some additional body bar. Now, you're not getting provided a lot of these. This is really, honestly, it's going to be like 2 washes and it's done. That is done. The place overall is just very clean. I'm going to turn on the shower and check a couple different things. We're going to do things a little differently. Let's go ahead and check the water pressure on this. It's already getting really warm and the pressure is decent. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to do the mattresses. Overall, I'm very impressed. It's not going to blow your mind. It's actually a pretty standard budget hotel room. It's one of the cleaner ones I've been to. At a 3 something star rating. Oh, actually, you know, one thing I do need to show you is this. Okay, so here is your little nightstand. It's basically just a table. There are no charging ports. I believe you have 2 outlets behind here that you can use. There is no other place you can charge your phone or any like electronic devices. You do have another outlet down there also. I wish there would be an outlet over here. There is no outlet over here. Wait a second. You have your coffee machine here, but we have no outlet that you can use. You're gonna have to move your coffee machine somewhere else. That is extremely inconvenient. You might have to move your coffee machine over here in order to actually use your coffee machine because you don't have an outlet anywhere near this table. So there's a couple practicality, functionality issues in this room that I see, mainly with the outlets and the lighting. Is this a perfect room? It's far from perfect. There are a lot of issues that I've already pointed out. Is it a bad room? No, it's not bad. It doesn't smell bad. It looks very clean. And really, I think the last thing that could make or break the room is going to be the mattresses. So let's carry on with that and see what we find here. I believe this is, yeah, this looks like a queen. You know, I'm getting confused with the size of these beds because I go back and forth with rooms that have full size and queen size. Like in the previous hotel that I did at the Rosen over by Point Orlando, they only had full size beds. Let's start with the bed A, or first bed, one closest to the entrance, and see what we have here. Okay, so this is really fluffy, but I think it fluffs. It's not very supportive. This pillow, I love this pillow. This is it's like a perfect combination of dent and fluffiness that'll still hold on and give you good support throughout the night. This one feels like, it caves in pretty quick. It almost feels like one of those like feather pillows. And here is another one over here. I do love the fact that they give you 4 pillows instead of 3, because I feel like with the 3 pillows, somebody gets gypped. Okay, so far we are looking good. Sheets look good. Comforter looks pretty decent. So let's pull these back. We are going to reveal an encasement. Here are some stains on the side of the encasement. What is this, from the 70s? This is one of those old springy mattresses. Not a huge fan of that, but I mean, it's clean. I don't think it's gonna be the most comfortable thing you sleep in all night, but I've seen worse. On to bed number 2. Let's go ahead and start with the pillows. This one's very fluffy. These are kind of smaller pillows. I think some of them are different sizes. This one's much larger than this one. The pillows are definitely different brands. They just feel entirely different. This is a lot more firm. This one just sinks in. And here's another one that's super fluff. Not gonna give you much head support there. And this one is just sad. Sad, sad pillow. I think this guy needs some therapy. Here's our look at our headboard. You see a little bit of wear here. Some peeling. But let's focus on the actual bed. Yee. Okay, here we are. Nice little stain here. Is that a Taco Bell stain or is that a coffee stain? You tell me. Entirely different mattress, by the way. It appears there's nothing too worrisome. Ah, what is this? What is this? Some blue. Let me show you that. Is that like a marker? Someone's makeup? Mystique? Maybe the Beast? Or it could be the Smurfette? Stitch or Dory? Who knows? Let me go ahead and just walk to the one area that has a light so you can actually see this. So here's a couple of rules and regulations. There is a $150 deposit. That kind of surprised me. So just keep that in mind. Even though it is a cheap hotel, you're going to have to deposit a significant amount. You have quiet hours. You're going to be from 11 to 8 a.m., 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. I'm going to go ahead and walk around and we're going to check out some of the exterior amenities of the property, some quirks and features, and then we're going to talk about the location. That's one important factor about this property is location. So let's go ahead and carry on. Hey guys, it's here the next morning at the Park Royal Orlando in Kissimmee, Florida. I'm going to do an exterior walk around. It is a little bit foggy outside, so hopefully it will capture pretty well on camera. I don't know, we'll find out. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and head out. They do have a morning breakfast though, so I want to go ahead and get some breakfast and I'll let you know what I think about it. So I am getting a little sidetracked here. There is a tourist, I believe that's not from this area, that is lost. And he doesn't know his way back to the hotel he's trying to get to. So I decided to go ahead and direct him. He has the directions, but he does not have his phone to navigate. Is not working properly. It's not functioning properly. So I have him following me. We're only 13 minutes away. Let's get him there. And then I'll come back to the hotel and we will continue with our review. This was definitely not on my bucket list this morning, but hey, someone needs help. They're lost. I know this area better than most and might as well just, you know what, do a good deed this morning. It makes me feel much better helping someone out. And the guy is simply, he feels hopeless. I could just tell. I was trying to tell him exactly where to go and he had no way of understanding. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and jump in my car and I'll help you get to where you need to be. So that's what I'm doing. I feel good about it. It's not going to take too much time. He's not that far away. He's over at the Ramada by Wyndham Hotel and Water Park. That is the hotel over right next to the Turnpike. Over, you know, where the Silver Spurs Arena, the Osceola Heritage Park is at. It's in that general vicinity. Maybe a place I needed to check out next. I don't know. This could be a sign of something. The one you're talking about?
I think this is.
Yeah.
Because it says
Ramada by Wyndham Flamingo Water Park.
Right?
Yep, Flamingo Water Park Resort.
One more question.
Yeah.
One more favor. Can
Absolutely.
you call?
Yeah, absolutely. I got you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh boy.
All right. Yep.
I don't know what to say, man.
Oh no! Hey, man. I'm glad you got to where you need to get to.
This was the worst time.
Yeah, for that to happen to your phone, right? Exactly.
They are coming from Miami.
Oh wow.
Supposed to go to Disney.
Oh man. Well, hopefully the rest of your day goes much
Thanks a
better.
lot, man.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm happy to help you, man.
All right.
Now I
Well,
have to wait for her. I don't know where is she.
is she in the lobby?
She said that she was going down.
Oh, okay. I think the lobby might be around here. Yeah, just around the corner. Yeah, just go ahead and park in one of those spots. I'm sure she can meet you up here.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
man.
all right. Have a good day at Disney. Take care.
Thanks a lot, man.
You're welcome. All right, so I have arrived. I'm back here at the Royal Park, Orlando. I'm glad I was able to help that gentleman out. He was very lost. He seemed like he was in great distress because his iPhone was not working properly. He wasn't able to navigate back to his place, the property that him and his family are staying at, to meet up and go to the Disney parks this morning. So I feel like me as a local influencer, as a vlogger, I have kind of an obligation to help out anybody that's in need in the area, especially when it comes to navigating this area, because I know the area pretty well. To you, the gentleman, I hope you have a great day. I'm glad you're able to, meet up with your family, and I hope I did something little to really make a big difference in your day. We all know going to Disney parks, you want to be able to get there as early as possible. You may have some type of reservations made and you have things planned out, but obviously we all know hiccups like that happen. If I was able to save you as much time, maybe an hour or two of your day, being able to get there and enjoying that time at the Walt Disney World parks, I'm glad I was able to do that for you. And as a small vlogger, I'm not able to give back much to the community, to the people, but little things like that, I'm glad will make a big difference for them. So let's go ahead and continue. About the breakfast, they do serve breakfast here, but if you book through certain providers, like in my case, Priceline, it doesn't come included with the price. You have to pay an extra $10 to have the breakfast here, essentially. For me, I actually walked through. They're able to allow me to go back and make an assessment so I can decide if I feel like it's worth the $10 or not. I decided to opt out of it and bypass the breakfast this morning. It's fine. I mean, I just didn't feel like spending another $10. But there you go. I mean, that's what it's going to be. If there's going to be certain ways you book this hotel that the breakfast is going to be included in the price. And then there's going to be other providers where you book the hotel, you're going to have to pay extra. It's going to cost an additional fee or add-on. Let's go ahead and do the walk around. It's not a large property. It has a surprising amount of little amenities on the property. For the size of the hotel, it's actually pretty decent.
All right, so here's a shot of the west side of the property. You could tell it's an older hotel, probably built in the late 70s or early 80s, I'm assuming. 4 stories. This particular building is 4 stories, and I believe there is another building up there. It's about 3 or 4 buildings, all kind of disconnected but connected through hallways, exterior corridors. The one up there facing towards the highway is also going to be another 4-story building, but there is another one to the east side. It's actually going to be 3 stories. So we're going to go ahead and walk around and I'll show you that. Connected to the main lobby is a tennis court. Acts as a basketball court, I guess. Look at these basketball hoops. Very sad. Don't even bother. Go ahead and just trash these things at this point. And here is another view. This is the east side of the property. And I lied. Actually, the 2 front buildings are going to be 3 stories. And this one's going to be 4. So now I'm going to walk over to the pool area and the courtyard to kind of show you some of the amenities. They have a couple of really cool things. A playing area for the kids, and the pool looks like a very nice pool deck. This is really awesome. They got some chess, and then there is a little play area for the kids. The pool is on that far side. I'm not going to focus on that because there are some people swimming in the pool, and they have a gym over here. Now, every corner of each of these buildings do have staircases. You can go up and down, but they do have a main area that has an elevator, and it's working. I know that was a complaint from a lot of people. How you doing? There's also a second deck just for relaxation. Got a couple of chairs and umbrellas down there, and as you can see, there are quite a few areas to relax. Let me show you the size of it. Kind of an awkward shape, but it's not bad. I'll show you this room because no one's working out in here. A couple of treadmills, elliptical, you got some free weights. Really cool. I decided I want to go ahead and show you the general area, but first, before I get to that, I want to be able to help you navigate to get to the front lobby.
And most hotels that are situated in this way, that are sprawling, they usually have a main front entrance lobby area. So it's kind of weird. The layout of this is pretty awkward in comparison, because usually where the racetrack is at would kind of be where the front lobby should be in most properties. This one, it's kind of tucked away and nestled in the back corner. So it almost looks like your local doctor's, like your clinic. Here it is. They actually have signs. It's so hidden, they have signs pointing you to the lobby along the way. There it is. Park Royal Orlando. That's pretty much the property. There's really nothing else to talk about. The exterior is okay. I like the main pool area, kind of the courtyard they have. They do what they can with it, and I think it's a really cool place to hang out. They have a little, like a large chess area that, you know, you can go ahead and play some chess. They have a playground for the kids. So quite a few things that you can do in that courtyard. But other than that, there's really nothing impressive. I am pretty impressed by the landscaping though. If you look, they do a good job of upkeeping it. So I don't know if they realize, like, these properties need to realize how much landscaping does to improve the look at the property. I feel like it's overlooked in a lot of properties, and it makes such a big difference just maintaining the exteriors. Now, this ain't perfect. Obviously, it's not perfect, right? Like right over here, for example, could use a little work, but it just makes the walking experience so much nicer. So the hotel itself is pretty middle of the road. Wasn't super impressed by the rooms. It wasn't bad either. At least they were clean. There were a couple things that I felt like could improve it. Just small little things like more outlets, better lighting, things like that. But overall, there was no need for a major overhaul or anything. But let's talk about the biggest elephant in the room. And I think the major thing is location. I hate the location. I cannot stand, as someone that wants to go visit Disney, or a tourist that's coming down to visit Disney or Universal Studios, this is an area that's pretty far away from the parks. You're pretty deep into Kissimmee. For example, I mean, just walking around here, you have some abandoned shopping plazas that have been abandoned for quite a while. I believe over here used to be a Kmart. Back further, there used to be a Sports Authorities. Just things that they're just left abandoned, and it just looks so ugly. It's not a great area. Over here, you're in the heart of Kissimmee, and if you're going to be staying here for a week, you're going to be dealing with a lot more traffic. That could add on to the time of traveling to and from Walt Disney World parks. There are two types of traffic living in this area that personally I've experienced. There is the theme park, the entertainment traffic. That's going to be the traffic that's near Walt Disney World. I'm talking about I-4, that stretch of I-4 that's near Walt Disney World, International Drive. When things are popping, there's large events that can get really packed and jammed and backed up. And then there are the local community traffic, like what you're going to experience here. The commuters. You're already dealing with tourists and commuters nearby the parks and entertainment parts of the Orlando area. But also, going this far, you're going to be dealing with the local commuter traffic of the local community. The area you're in, you're surrounded by a ton of homes. Just going north, you're going to be hitting up a lot of apartments. You're going to be hitting up a lot of homes. Heading east, you're going to be hitting up a lot more homes. There are quite a few commercial properties heading down this stretch, but you're pretty much out of the tourist zone. So keep that in mind. If you're okay with that being out of the tourist zone of Kissimmee, then okay. If you want to learn about the local community and how they live their lives, driving every day and being stuck in that traffic, then go ahead. If you think that's worth the money, that's worth the savings, so be it. This might be still an option for you. I want to be able to save that time of traveling to and from Walt Disney World, and in peak hours of the day, especially if you're going to be staying here during the week. it can get really congested. And we're talking about 30 plus minutes to come to and from Walt Disney World during those peak hours. It's just not something that I would desire and I would recommend. But overall, the property is actually okay. I haven't, it kind of seems like a middle of the road property, and they do provide the breakfast. The hotel room is clean. It's not the best hotel room by far. With that said, I think I'm going to end it right here. It was kind of a quick review. I wanted to check this place out. I've seen a few times driving past, and I was wondering why a hotel that wants to attract tourism so far into Kissimmee, away from the tourist bubble. So I wanted to go see it, and now I know. And there is a weed whacker over here that's getting close to me, so I think that's a cue.
The amenity includes Wi-Fi, a tennis court / basketball court, breakfast included, but there may be times where you have to pay the additional $10, an outdoor pool, sun terrace, a scanner, you have laundry, an elevator. Also, it is a dog-friendly resort. There is a gym next to the pool, and you have a trilingual staff. Also, the children's playground and games is very nice. And let's go over how much I pay for this room. For one night, the subtotal came out to about $93.38. Taxes and fees of $12.61 came out to a total charge of $105.99. And not to forget, I did mention earlier in the video, you do have a $150 deposit for the night. So just keep that in mind. It comes across as a value resort, but you still have to pay a pretty hefty price up front. If you enjoyed this type of content, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. You'll get that video as soon as I put it up. And also, if you want to hype this video up, please do so. That will definitely help me out, and I will appreciate it. So until next time, let's carry on.